welcome to this Lumension video vignette in which we discuss how you can use Lumension Endpoint Management and Security Suite to better protect your organization. My name is Chris Merritt, and today I'm joined by Dee Liebenstein, Vice President of Product Management at Lumension. We're here to talk about the soon-to-be released Mobile Device Management, or MDM technology. Welcome, Dee.
Hello, glad to be here.
As we all know, the use of new mobile technologies like smartphones or tablets is growing within the organization. Along with this come issues such as access control, data protection, and so on. It's for these reasons that we're happy to introduce Lumension Mobile Device Management, an integrated module in the Lumension Endpoint Management and Security Suite. So Dee, we've heard a lot from IT security professionals about the need to integrate MDM capabilities into existing security and operational tools. Can you tell us how the Lumension MDM solution accomplishes this and why it matters?
Lumension Mobile Device Management is an integrated module in the Lumension Endpoint Management and Security Suite. Adding MDM into the platform gives organizations one more layer of security for their environment. This allows you to manage mobile endpoints in the same manner you already manage traditional endpoints, such as servers, desktops, and laptops. This means, one, you're leveraging your existing infrastructure, so no additional infrastructure costs. Two, you're using a tool you're already familiar with, so no additional training. And three, you gain visibility across all devices in your network, so nothing falls through the cracks. This integrated approach provides the security and flexibility to safely enable both BYOD and corporate-owned mobile devices in your environment while minimizing your total cost of ownership. The MDM solution works the same way the other Lumension Endpoint Management and Security Suite solutions do. If you want to add Lumension Mobile Device Management to your existing LEMSS installation, it's very easy to get started. It leverages your existing infrastructure. Again, same server, same database, same console. The administrator just uses the integrated installation manager to install the MDM module. As with the other modules, licensing is on a per-device basis. So just like the other Lumension modules, you can use the role-based access controls to define how much of the MDM functionality your different administrators can access. Rules can be created on a per-admin basis or by creating roles. You can use these rules to limit MDM access to individuals or to limit the amount of access an individual has. For example, you can limit the administrator to view mobile devices, create MDM policies, or create and send registration messages with granular controls. And for the most permanent of actions, like remote device wipe, you can and probably should restrict access to a select few. The policy wizards follow the same format as other modules, allowing an administrator to easily create, edit, and assign policies for both iOS and Android devices. All of this uses a cloud communication channel, also known as over-the-air communication, to allow mobile devices to communicate regardless of their location, allowing administrators to manage the devices and enabling users to get to their corporate resources. So you can see we've used the paradigms in the existing LEMSS solution for the new mobile device management module. This will reduce your training, reduce your ownership costs, and allow you to secure the mobile devices already in use in your environment.
So Dee, this all looks very familiar.
Yes, we wanted to make it easy for existing LEMSS customers to get started and to get their mobile device environment under control quickly. We focused on ease of use to reduce the learning curve, speed time to management, and reduce TCO.
So Dee, that all sounds very good. Now let's move on to the more operational aspects of Lumension MDM.
Sure. With Lumension MDM, it's easy to install, register, and manage your mobile devices. An administrator can now manage the most popular mobile devices preferred by organizations and employees alike. It's very easy to get a device registered. You simply go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, download the application, input your Active Directory user credentials for authentication, then the Lumension MDM server name from the registration email, and you're done. The device now shows on the mobile endpoints page and is ready for you to manage. The mobile endpoints view is the primary screen used by the MDM admin. From here, you can easily sort or filter to target devices of interest. You can quickly see which devices haven't been checking in. This gives visibility to potentially unreported lost or stolen devices or corporate devices that are no longer being used and may still have active service plans. You can also see unmanaged devices. These are devices where the users remove the app on their own. It's easy to then target these users for a follow-up email, reminding them that to have access to organizational assets, they must register their device and comply with organizational policy. It's also critical to have visibility into those devices that are failing a device health check. This indicates that the device may have been rooted or jailbroken. Rooted and jailbroken devices can lead to an increased security risk which requires immediate attention. You can take a number of key actions from this view, such as sending an enrollment message, resetting a forgotten password, or getting more details on the mobile asset itself. In addition, you can see detailed hardware, software, and carrier information for every registered device. Finally, you can also export information about all registered devices in a CSV format. This gives you in-depth visibility into the devices that you're managing.
So you're really getting visibility into and control over mobile device usage, aren't you?
Yes, this provides benefits to both the organization and the end user. The organization can make sure that basic policies are adhered to, and the end user gets better access to the network to get their jobs done more quickly and easily.
Okay, Dee, let's move on to the security angle. What does Lumension MDM provide to help secure these mobile devices?
Well, to start, by creating a mobile policy via the Policy Wizard, you can define common policies across all devices, or place different security controls based on the end user's role, or even different policies for corporate-owned versus BYOD devices. From this wizard, you can enforce the use of passwords. You can define the length and complexity of passwords, from the very simple to ones that match your other organizational password policies. In addition, you can also force device encryption, which, as you can see, is auto-enabled for iOS when you enforce a password. Also, you can configure access to your organization's Exchange email server and secure access to your Wi-Fi network. This means you'll never have to give out your Wi-Fi password to an end user again. And finally, if a device has been reported lost or stolen, an administrator can lock or even wipe it, thus preventing the risk of data leakage or compliance problems.
Is there anything else you can do?
Sure, you can restrict other key features on a device that might cause a security concern, such as backing up the device to iCloud or using the camera, both of which may expose a risk to data leakage, and of course many more options. Finally, on the device details page, you can see the current policies for a given device. This gives you an overview of the security policies being enforced in your network today.
So you're really getting all of the security basics covered here, aren't you?
Yes, because it's all of these simple steps that don't really impede usability, but do increase security that end up providing the greatest benefit. For instance, did you know that something like 60 to 70% of smartphone users do not use passwords to access their device? And that over 30% have saved off passwords to sensitive sites like their banks or email which are easily accessible once someone gets into the phone. So Lumension MDM is really designed to provide the biggest security bang for the buck.
Great, thanks Dee. I hope you found this video interesting. If you're interested in participating in the beta program for Lumension Mobile Device Management Solution, please go to www.lumension.com/mdm and sign up there. Thank you.